So my name is Craig Fairbairn and I am playing the role of Everyman in the People's Theatre production of Everyman. This has probably been like the hardest thing I've had to do in the theatre in terms of a character and playing a character. It's a lot of work. I'm on stage all the time and there's a lot of long, lengthy monologues that are essentially poetry, seeing as how it was written by Duffy. But it's been pretty great actually. Working with the team that we've got here, we've got a great ensemble, and yeah, I've found every rehearsal. I've come into every rehearsal feeling terrified and thinking, what am I going to do here? I don't know what's going on. And after every rehearsal, I've left going, oh no, this is good. Lots of stuff has fallen out of this for me personally as well. I like to do a lot of my character work in the rehearsal room, and yeah, I've been afforded that luxury with Everyman and the help of with the ensemble that's with us. It's been really easy in rehearsals actually. Hard work and easy at the same time, if you can understand that. I did a studio play here in September, and that was the first time I'd ever done a studio play at the People's. So I'm actually really excited to be back here. I love working in intimate spaces, and I really like getting confrontational with audiences, up in their faces, and giving them something, a visceral experience rather than just sitting at the back row of a large auditorium and sort of watching warm TV happen. It's good to really get into the space of the audience and kind of like scare them and make them a little not uncomfortable. I don't want to make any people uncomfortable, but yeah, just to give them a little feeling that there's something more happening than just sitting and watching some people say some lines, sort of thing. People should come and see Everyman because it is a timeless story about morality and life and death and God and whether there is a God and what that means. And because it's full of astonishingly good writing and a great cast performing at the top of their abilities.
Hi, my name's Kay and I'm playing God in the People's Theatre production of Everyman. It's quite an opportunity to play the part of God, and not one that comes around very often. So it's really exciting, but also pretty intimidating and challenging. It's not a character that you can really, put yourself in the shoes of, or think about how your experiences lend themselves to understanding what it's like to be this kind of all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful creator. And as well, I think there's this level of consciousness that everybody has their own really strong ideas and imagery of who and what this figure is. But the writing is it's so kind of super clever writing, and it's really evocative, and it provides a way into this version of God. And in fact, God in more than one guise, which is really interesting and different. And it's been a really fun process, exploring, I think, within those guises, the different aspects of humanity and humour and joy and sadness that Duffy actually portrays. Yeah, it's been fun. So Everyman is it's a really stunning piece of writing, and it's a very exciting, creative and visual piece of theatre. Everyman's journey is portrayed in such a gripping way. It's full of all of the emotions. It's really poignant. You get unexpected laughs. Everyman is surrounded by this host of just amazing characters. And the story, I think, it's a story that makes you reflect, invites you to think about what goes into a life and where there is meaning within it. And it's a story that stays with you, I think, beyond the bounds of the play.
Hi, I'm Tony and I'm co-directing Everyman with Chris Eccles-Thompson. And when this play first sort of appeared, Chris read it first, offered it to me, said, "What do you think of this?" And we both think it's brilliant. So because I have to be away for some bits of the rehearsal process, we decided we'd co-direct, which we've never done before. We've known each other for a long time, and we didn't know what it would be like working together. It's been great working together, especially on this play. The play is a wonderful version of the medieval tale of Everyman, and it's absolutely up to date and now. It's about now. It's written as now. The characters are now. It's just such an exciting play, and it's funny, it's moving, it's frightening. The characters are great, and working on it's been an absolute joy, really. I think people should come and see it because of all those things, and because it's not like any other play you've ever seen in your life. Certainly not what I've ever seen. I've seen a few. And I think the same is true of Chris. And Caroline Duffy's writing is just exceptional. We're having a ball doing it, really.
Hello, I'm Stephen Aaron and I am playing Knowledge. It has been really strange because most of the parts that I played at the People's Theatre and elsewhere have been an actual definable character rather than an abstract concept which has been anthropomorphized, and so picking out how human and how alien and ethereal to make Knowledge has been quite an interesting thing, and it's something that I don't think that I've pinned down as of yet, because we're still playing with a fantastic ensemble that we've got here, and every day is a nice surprise as to what comes out in everybody's rehearsal. So I think I'll continue playing with it probably until the day before my dress. I think that you should come and see it because you're going to see fantastic actors and some of the best directors that I've worked with really on top of their game. They're going to put something visually spectacular on for you, and it's really it's not an easy play. I wouldn't say you're not going to sit and be wrapped up in cotton wool and just enjoy a nice warm night at the theatre. You will laugh. It's not so serious, but it's a real thinker of a play which I think will make people talk about it for days after they've seen it.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Death in Everyman. It's been really interesting. He's not a very nice chap, but he's got some cracking lines. Because it's good. Because it's just so good. It's so well written. It's funny, but it's also serious. And yeah, that's why.
I'm Chris Eccles-Thompson, and I am one of the two directors of Everyman. Myself and Tony Childs. We both were very, very, very enthusiastic about doing it. We're both experienced directors of the theatre. And rather than have a fight about it, we decided to work together and do it as a joint production, which is a really unusual and interesting experience. We've both done massive shows here on our own, but working together has been fascinating and challenging and really, really, really positive. It's not something that normally happens, but we've enjoyed it, and I hope that the cast have got something from it by having two sometimes slightly different perspectives coming together, and those things amalgamating and meshing so that we give everybody the best possible chance to do the best they can, which is what we're there for. I was in the National Theatre about 4 years ago in the bookshop in London, and I picked it up, and I love Caroline Duffy's poetry. I bought pretty well all the books, and I think she's fantastic. And I saw this, I thought, I knew of Everyman from medieval mystery plays and things, and I got it home and I read it and thought that's really good, and then I forgot about it, and then we were trying to think of a really interesting studio play for this slot, and it came back into my head. And I asked Tony, who knows Caroline Duffy, had he read it? And he went, no. So I flummited him, and he came back and said, we've got to do this. I said, yes, we have. So that's how it came about. And it came about that because of my love of her work, I think she's fantastic. And poets can't always make plays which are poetic work, and this one absolutely does. It's brilliant. The language is dense and exciting and complex and funny and moving and everything you want out of a play. It's a brilliant piece of work, and the chance to work on it was just fabulous. Oh, well, the cast, they were terrible, right? We've got a fabulous cast. We've got an ensemble of 11 playing all of Everyman's, his friends, his goods, and all his attributes. We've got a cast of 3 playing his family, and then we've got what we call the God Squad, which are God, Death, Everyman, and Knowledge, who is Everyman's self-knowledge. So we've got these sort of 3 separate groups, but they all meld together beautifully. We've got a wonderful cast. We're so lucky to have got people and we've got an astonishing technical team, mainly in the body of Tim Swinton, who's doing all the technicals and whole production design, lights, sound, visual, audio visuals, and doing an astonishing job on that. But we've got a great props team, great wardrobe team, and a great stage manager and prompt, and so yeah, we've got a fabulous team on this. We're really, really lucky. It's a story for our time. It is a very, very old play. It was written about 11 or 1200, so it's 1,000 years old, and it is. But in Carol Ann's version, it's still saying the same things. God is saying, I gave every man every opportunity to make the best of his life and the world that I gave him, and basically he's screwed up, and so I'm going to call him for a reckoning. And the screwing up includes climate change, it includes dominant capitalism, it includes the ills of this world that we are coping with, and they're in this play because it's a play for now. It is about Everyman, and it's for all time. But it's also very funny, very moving, and a great watch.